What's up, everyone? We have the Naniwa Chosera 600 and the Shapton Professional 1500, and we're going to compare these two today. The knife is VG10, has a fresh 500 grit finish on both sides, and I will sharpen the knife completely on one stone, go back to the 500 grit finish, and then sharpen it on the other stone. The Chosera 600 does soak up a little bit of water. You don't need to soak it, but it does take an extra splash or two to keep a layer of water on the surface. Here's what the Chosera 600 looks like after sharpening both sides of that VG10 knife. You can see there's quite a bit of metal left on the surface of the stone and a little bit of stone material as well. Here's what the Chosera 600 looks like after being rinsed off. There is absolutely no metal left on the stone. There is some slight marking on the surface of the stone, and the texture left by the silicon carbide grit is completely gone. The finish left by the Chosera 600 is very consistent. It is probably closer to a 1000 grit finish than 600. Okay, so this is the Shapton Pro 1500. The knife has been brought back to a 500 grit finish. This is what the Shapton Pro 1500 looks like after sharpening both sides of that VG10 knife. Lots of metal removed and just a little bit of stone material. This is what the stone looks like after being rinsed off. No marking to the surface of the stone, but there is a fair amount of load up. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but you can definitely see it in person. There's quite a bit of metal left on the surface of the stone. The finish left by the Shapton Pro 1500 is a bit finer than the Chosera 600, probably closer to about 1200 grit. The Shapton's a fairly hard stone, even though it's not the hardest in the professional lineup, so it does have a pretty hard feel. As far as the Chosera goes, this is one of the softer feeling Choseras, but it's still a fairly hard stone. It just happens to be a bit softer than the Shapton. Feedback wise, the Chosera wins hands down. The feedback is much better on the Chosera than it is on the Shapton. Even though these stones have very different grit ratings and also very different price tags, they tend to be pretty similar. The finish is similar, and the amount of stone you get for the money is pretty similar. If I were going to choose one of these two for myself, I would definitely choose the Chosera 600. The better feedback and the fact that it doesn't load up makes it a clear winner for me. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.